Today we're talking about ways to invest while in the military. Hi, I'm David Perret. Do you find yourself dreaming about retirement and wondering how you can afford the lifestyle you so desire? Understanding these investment vessels will help you achieve your goals much more quickly. The faster you learn how to invest while in the military, the more wealth you will build. Compound interest is a beautiful thing. Now, subscribe to the channel by clicking in the little corner down there, and let's start making some money. You may not realize this, but you were given an investing advantage when you joined the military. You may not feel like it, but that's because you probably did what most service members do. Threw away your advantage. Think about it. When you joined the military, your housing, food, your insurance, health, medical, and dental expenses were immediately paid for. The Service Members Civil Relief Act reduced the interest rate on any debt you had to just 6%. You earned the ability to complete college for free. And on top of all of these expenses being eradicated, you gained a salary with guaranteed pay raises. This salary is comparable to, if not better, than any job you could have gotten out of high school. And in the stroke of a pen and the raising of your right hand, you achieved level 1 financial freedom. Over time, you probably spent this on new cars, motorcycles, tattoos, alcohol, or a myriad of other expenditures for which the military is known. Now, you are finally realizing the error of your ways, and you're looking for ways to invest in the military. Kudos. Here are some of the most common ways that you can invest in order to set yourself up for life in the civilian world. The Thrift Savings Plan, TSP, should be the first investment you utilize. This 401k is a great foundation for long-term financial gain. It can be automated and forgotten about in order to continually build wealth the entire time you're in the military. Unfortunately, the TSP is often overlooked, but with the new blended retirement system, it is even more important that you understand the importance of the TSP. The military will now match your contribution up to 5% of your paycheck. This is free money. If you don't invest in the TSP and you're under the blended retirement system, you're losing money because the military would just be giving it to you. It's as simple as setting up an allocation for the life cycle fund that coincides with the year you plan to begin making withdrawals. Simply allocate a percentage of your paycheck that you wish to invest, I recommend at least 10%, and never lower this allocation again. Every time you get a pay raise, you should put that percentage into your TSP. Now that you've set up this investment, just forget about it. Do not lower the amount you invest. I made this mistake. Do not move the funds around all the time. I made this mistake. Just set it and forget it. I would have almost twice as much money in my TSP if I had listened to my own advice when I was younger, but I was clueless. Compound interest will grow your TSP into a huge retirement nest egg, and it's always a great fallback plan. As a bonus, the money in your TSP can be used as the required cash reserves when purchasing real estate investments through a bank, which means that you don't actually need to keep cash in a bank because your 401k, your retirement, already counts. The next and arguably most important investment you need to make is in yourself. Investing in yourself yields the best return on investment that you can get. To be clear, I'm not necessarily talking about going to college. You can probably see how I feel about that. This is my diploma for my associate's degree. Earned it months ago, never took it out of the folder. I'm talking about personal development, reading books, listening to podcasts, taking courses on the subjects you want to learn. Pay for a personal coach. The nice thing is that these investments will make you more efficient, competent, and wealthy in the civilian world while simultaneously making you more promotable at work. I think you should always be reading a book or listening to an audiobook. Find books on a topic you want to improve and then read them. Then pick up the next book and learn something new. You can teach yourself new skills by watching YouTube videos. I lay in bed at night and watch videos on something I want to learn every now and then. Or you can improve your mindset by networking with other high achievers, such as in a mastermind group. The investment on this is huge, and I highly recommend that you take the time to invest in yourself at least 15 to 20 minutes every day. Give yourself a thumbs up if you like investing in yourself by clicking that little like button. The next vessel is index funds. The three main differences between index funds and 401ks are as follows. Index funds are not tax advantaged like 401ks are. The money you have in index funds can be withdrawn at any time without penalty, and there are no matching contributions from your employer with index funds. That being said, index funds are great because you reap the benefits of compound interest without the restrictions of being penalized for withdrawing the funds before you turn 60. As with any stock market investing, please do your homework be aware of market risk. You also need to do your research on the index fund or funds that you choose to invest in. You want to understand what markets they're invested in, what fees they charge you, which is huge, fees add up quick, and their track records. Understanding the risk versus return is crucial to deciding if a fund meets your investing style or criteria. Personally, I've always been a fan of Vanguard, which is kind of the father of index funds, and I like the VTSAX fund, which is a total stock market index fund, which essentially has stock in every publicly traded company in the US. I figure if you're invested in every publicly traded company, you're basically betting on the economy as a whole. And I like how the future of the US economy looks. It makes sense to me to invest in it. Index funds are another great way to invest medium term or long term, and I recommend you add them to your portfolio. Now we are going to discuss investing in individual stocks, as opposed to just an index fund. And honestly, this isn't one of my favorites, but it has its place. I've had some bad luck investing in the stock market, but that's because I was trying to play the short-term investment game, and I didn't understand such things as long hold or dividends. I also didn't understand the concept of reinvesting capital gains and never touching the principal. Ultimately, there's nothing wrong with investing in the stock market. I just don't like the idea of making it my main investment. Your gains are taxed at a higher rate with stocks, and you can't leverage the bank's money to purchase them. I think it's very hard to outpace the market by investing and reinvesting in stocks, and for this reason, I don't advocate for day trading, although I've seen a few investors pull it off successfully. This is far from passive income and requires you to be near or on your phone or computer at all times throughout the day, which is just not my thing. Going forward, though, I will invest in dividend funds and reinvest the dividend when I receive extra payments. The stock market is very liquid and can be a good place to park cash depending on your situation. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to do more content about stock market investing in the future. Now we get to talk about the VA loan. The VA loan is a huge advantage for those who are smart enough to invest while they're in the military. I really like the VA loan house hack. With this strategy, you can purchase a multi-unit property for as little as $0 out of pocket, and you can live in one unit and rent the other units out. So you can live for free. When done successfully, you could own a home while other people pay for all of your expenses as a homeowner. I especially like the aspect of leveraging a bank's money to purchase real estate. This allows you to build wealth quickly and consistently for years to come. And as if all of that wasn't enough, rental properties benefit from a lot of tax advantages too. If you're not convinced that investing while in the military is a good idea, then I don't know what to tell you. The one question left in your head should be, which investment or investments do I want to utilize as my primary wealth building strategy? You didn't join the military to get rich. None of us do. But that doesn't mean that you need to exit the military broke. If you take the time to learn about new investment strategies and then you implement the tactics that you like, you can leave the military with an impressive foundation of wealth. So never stop investing. I said never stop investing. You can attain financial freedom without sacrificing your lifestyle too much. This means that you can retire from the military and never have to work again. That doesn't mean you're going to sit around on your butt all day, but it means you're free to choose when, where, and for whom you will work. That is the power of investing while in the military. Now, get out there and start building wealth for yourself and future generations. But before you leave, don't forget, subscribe before you go.